Where's Brownie?
And bad girl.
Where's bad girl? I want bad girl.
Bad girl with the red collar.
Bad girl has.
Hi. Right over there. Oh, she's black. Okay.
There she is. That's
There she is. Okay.
That's
Okay, come here, bad girl.
This could be interesting. This is a really, in a way, really good example of how people with the biggest hearts, you know, sometimes just need some help managing a problem that, you know, hey guys! You know, so our program is really designed, I mean, we're case managers. It's sort of a way of looking at it. My name's Jill Posner, and my organization is Paw Fund, and I'm the executive director. And our organization provides free and low-cost wellness care to the pets of low-income and homeless pet owners.
My name is Jessica Lefebvre, and I'm the executive director of People, Animals, Love and Support East Bay, PALS, and we provide similar services. I was a volunteer at Oakland Animal Services for a number of years, and Oakland is my home. It's where I live, and helping these people and their pets really is important to the community I'm in.
Hi. Good, how are you? Hi, baby. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Breezy girl. Hi, mamas. Hi. Hi. So, she's a girl. We've had her ears done, got her spayed, which we did. She's lovely.
Oh, that's good fun. Oh, no. Yeah.
Today is going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah.
There's no question that for many people, the dog or the cat is the reason they get up in the morning, the reason they, you know, because they have something, they have another creature that is outside of themselves that they know has to be taken care of. So that animal getting fed, that animal getting care, getting walked, getting medical care when it can, those things become bigger than themselves. So it can very often provide a reason for living. So we focus on what we can do. We focus on quality of life for the animals, because we can't solve homelessness. I mean, that's beyond us. What we can do is try to mitigate and ameliorate the problems that humans sometimes cause for themselves and therefore for their family members, whether those be human family members or animals.
I often start working at a camp because somebody from the camp has contacted me about a specific animal. And whenever I go into a situation, you know, we take care of the immediate need, and then we say, well, who else is here? Who else needs help? Who needs vaccines? Who needs to get spayed? Who needs, you know, flea treatment, which is a huge quality of life issue.
The thing that worries me about the calls I get is when people say to me, there's this dog with a homeless person and it's got a chain around its neck, or whatever they want to tell me. It's like, the reason you're seeing this dog is because it's with a homeless person, therefore they have no privacy. They don't have four walls they can go and retreat into, like people in the hills or in homes. So what we do is we essentially strip away the humanity of people because they're visible to us. And that's a social justice issue. And I know that Jess and I have this in common, that this is not because we're bleeding heart liberals or because we're big animal rescuers that, you know, think more of animals than we do of people. Poverty and homelessness impact the human beings and impact our entire community. So when I get calls from Good Samaritans or people that think that homeless shouldn't have pets, I'm like, you leave it alone. Unless you see somebody abusing an animal badly, you leave it alone. Don't go and interfere. I hate to say this. It's a bit like, you know, you're an amateur. Leave it to the professionals.
Say hello.
I absolutely am sentimental about certain pets and humans. You know, when you go through traumatic situations with people, it's hard for me to separate That said, I'm an absolute hard ass in the field a lot of times with really firm boundaries, and I'm really clear, like Jill said, on what I can do and what I cannot do. And I have really high expectations for the people that I offer services to. If they commit to doing something, I expect follow through, or how do they need help to make that happen? And I find that in most cases, people step up.
Really, we try to be there for people meeting the needs that they have. So we might, for example, yesterday, we actually transported 3 female pugs from a house where there are a lot of dogs to the vet because the guy has no transport. So we took them to the vet. We arranged and paid for vet exams, the spay, microchipping, vaccines, and then we're going to transport them back home when they're ready to go home. We will go to senior centres where people may not be able to get to our monthly clinic. We run a monthly clinic, and we also run a weekly outreach event in a low-income neighbourhood where we flyer the neighbourhood and then we go the next week and do vaccines right there on the street. And if an animal needs follow-up care, we can sometimes actually get it to a vet immediately. We're not going for the low-hanging fruit here. We're actually going for the clients and the animals that would not get this care unless we put that extra effort in.
By being in the field, it gives us the ability to triage. When you see the animals and you see them in your environment, you're seeing what their true needs are. It's not just coming to a clinic and getting a quick shot and leaving. It's dealing with situations while they're still able to be handled without an emergency vet.
If you've got one dog with parvovirus, then every animal is at risk. But if everybody can afford vet care, like basic vet care and vaccines, simply because it's free, then everybody's animal benefits. Even vets in very at-risk areas are seeing a massive reduction, and they're beginning to say that now. So if nothing else, that to me seems like a complete vindication of the work we started and that we're doing.
Yeah. Anecdotally, it's a huge impact.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no studies, right?
Right.
How can you do a study?
But exactly.
But anecdotally, we know our impact is huge.
There you go.